Hey guys, and welcome back to the Peteytown Piranhas, a college football 26 team builder dynasty. In this episode, we're going to be finishing our regular season with games against number 11 Auburn, number 6 UCLA, a bye week, and then we're going to travel to Texas. And don't let that 5-3 record fool you. That's going to be a tough one for us, as it has been the last couple of seasons when we've ended at Texas. So really want to get that victory, and of course the other two as well. Taking a look at recruiting, Kevin Minor is very close to committing to us, and Byron Ezeki is also close to committing, even though Texas is trying to challenge from behind there. I don't think that's going to really affect us. And then you got a recruiting battle for Steve Sharp as we're trying to hold off Boston College. Then for Salisi Tavasu, we're just very close to getting him as well. Then we got our punter Tyler Rios, even though Notre Dame's trying to challenge us for him. And we're going to see if we can just close him out to get a punter in the building. And then we got Tyrone Friend, a cornerback that we're going after. We're the only ones going after him. Then we got a gem cornerback with Josh Linder, and he's in 7th place right now. And then finally we got a gem Dexter Eisen, a right tackle. Didn't have to put much into him to get him to boost up to 1st place. So gonna see how we can handle those battles as they go through. Before we step on the field for this final push of games, we have to look at the SEC standings. Of course, we're on top right now as we're undefeated, but right below us is another undefeated team with Alabama, so trying to hold them off. And then you got Tennessee right below us, along with our upcoming opponent Auburn, so this game of them is very, very important, of course. Time for our tough road test against the Auburn Tigers with their 93 overall and 6-2 record, and we've had tussles with them in the past, so just looking to add to the grand story between these two teams. And it's going to be a night game against Auburn, so there you got the War Eagle flying through the rain as Auburn is ready to come out here. Just a very cool visual, so I thought I'd share that with you. Don't always do team intros like this, but this one's pretty special with the Eagle and everything, and it being a night game, so enjoy that visual treat as we get ready for this ranked matchup against Auburn. 3rd down and 2 for Auburn on their first possession. They're going to send a man in motion to this side, and they are going to do a read option out of it, and it is blocked perfectly as their quarterback is streaking down the field, and he's going to get it all the way to the 48. Trying to run up the middle, and they had a perfect look for our double mug look that we gave them. Read option, we're fooled by it again, and their quarterback has a lot of green grass in front of him, and he's finally taken down by Zach Fowler, but not until he gets to our 6-yard line. 3rd down and goal for Auburn on their first possession of this one, and they are going to drop back. We send 4. He's running away, but he's not going to get away from Ramon Willies, who gets him down for the sack. 31-yard field goal attempt for the Tigers. This one's going to be straight on to the field goal posts, and he is going to nail it. So Auburn is going to start this one by getting a 3-0 lead. And we can see here that Max Martino is in the Heisman Trophy race, so we'll see what we can do with that. A couple of Elijah Addison runs get us 5 yards, and it's 3rd down and 5 for the Piranhas on our first possession. Byron Talib throwing this one quickly to an underneath route for Clayton Toon to move the sticks. Middle Elijah Addison's got a lot of space to work with as one play gets us first down. Jamal Tavares on the carry here. He's going to get through the hole, and we're going to get another first down. RPO, it's going to be underneath to Andre Dimukeji on a nice decision from Byron. Underneath, it's going to be Dwayne Mentor getting this one on a slant. Outside, we're going to hit our man Kelvin Penn. He's going to get us to the 5 with a fresh set of downs. Auburn really loading up the box here, expecting a run by the Piranhas. Byron Talib making some changes. He's going to try a stretch play. Elijah Addison getting around the edge, and we had a double team block out there. That's going to seal it up for Elijah Addison to get into the end zone. And the Peteytown Piranhas are going to take the 7-3 lead. A little jet touch pass to their receiver, and he's going to get around the edge and get a nice chunk of change as he gets to the 45. Over the middle, they're going to get their man on a hitch route, and he's going to push his way forward for the first down. Throwing outside, and it's going to be his running back on a little under route, and he's going to get it to the 27. Got some time to throw. He's going to throw it outside, and he's going to make the catch on a tough contested one there. Just outside of our 10-yard line. Auburn's on a 3rd down and 7. They're dropping back, and he's trying to scramble, but he almost got sacked, and he's forced to throw this one away. 28-yard field goal attempt upcoming for Auburn. He's going to put this one up. The angle is good, and the field goal is good, as Auburn is going to get a little closer as it's 7-6. 3rd down and 4 for the Peteytown Piranhas. And Byron Talib is going to drop back. He's going to throw a quick one over the middle, and Dwayne Mentor got some separation, and he's going to get it to their side of the 50. Read option, Byron Talib. They brought a blitz in, and they were keying on Byron for that play. Byron Talib this time on a read option has some space to work with, and he's going to get the 1st down and much more as he gets it down to the 32. 3rd down and 2 with a single back look for the Piranhas here. And we are going to hand it to that man as it's Elijah Addison getting past them, and he's going to get the 1st down. Over the middle, it's going to be Max Martino on a crosser getting to the 7-yard line. Out to Max Martino. He's going to get the block on the edge, and that's all he needs to get into the end zone. So our Heisman Trophy candidate gets himself another touchdown this season, and we're going to go up 14-6 on the Auburn Tigers. 3rd down and 2 for Auburn. They're bringing out a wildcat look, bringing their man in motion. They're going to pitch it to him, and there is no room there as the Piranhas get him down behind the line. Auburn gets us off the field quickly, so they're back out here trying to make things happen, and they're going to start well with a 7-yard gain. Hand off to the back. He's going to bounce off of our man, but that's going to stop him up enough to get a 2-yard loss. 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. They're dropping back. He's got a man open underneath, and he will find him and get the 1st down very easily all the way to the 46. 3rd and inches for Auburn. And they're going to drop back, throw it quickly to a man underneath, and they had the perfect call there. Throwing outside again, his man is open, he's got the 1st down, and he gets out of bounds. Throwing a swing out to the back, and we're going to bring him down with Enrique Moultrie for a loss, and this is where Auburn's going to use their final timeout. 3rd down and 13, 16 seconds left, and no timeouts for Auburn. They're going to drop back. He's going to throw one towards the end zone, and he's just throwing this one out and pretty smartly, I would say. You don't want to get tackled in bounds or anything like that. Setting up their field goal attempt for their kicker. He's going to put this one up, and he is going to put it through, so Auburn is going to close in on us near the end of the half, as it's going to be 14-9. Outside, it's going to be Max Martino. He gets a little block out there as well, and Max Martino is going to get us to the 39. 3rd down and 1 for the Peteytown Piranhas. And Byron Talib is dropping back. He's throwing one out to Dwayne Mentor, and he's going to make the catch and get it to the 40-yard line. And we're going to throw the slant off the read, and he's going to get 9 yards. Little wildcat action as Elijah Addison is going to do the power read to get the 1st down. Byron Talib throwing this one over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Jamal Tavares in between 2 defenders. Elijah Addison fitting his way through, and he's going to get the 1st down. Just nice read by him, just good vision. RPO for the Piranhas, and they were blitzing, and Kelvin Penn just snuck right by him, and Kelvin Penn is going to get into the end zone for the Peteytown Piranhas, as we're going to go up 21-9 on our first possession of the second half. After we open the second half with a touchdown, both defenses have gotten stops here, and Auburn is back out there. And they're dropping back, throwing it quick on a hitch route, and he's going to get them 5 yards. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. They're going to try a run, but Zach Fowler is going to come in on the edge to stop him, and we're going to force them to punt. Read option, Byron Talib keeping it, and he's going to get the 1st down, and a nice juke move to get away from them. He tries a spin, but they bring him down, but not before he gets to the 42, and that's how the 3rd quarter is going to end. Couple of Elijah Addison runs only get us 3 yards, and we're on 3rd down and 7. Byron Talib is going to drop back, And he's going to throw one to the outside. There's a lot of traffic there, but somehow, some way, we get that catch. That's unbelievable. Dwayne Mentor getting that catch. We're going to be hurrying up, so we're not going to get a replay, but I have no idea how we caught that ball. 3rd down and 1 for the Peteytown Piranhas. And Byron Talib is going to drop back. And he's looking. He's throwing a strike to Max Martino in front of 3 Auburn Tigers to get it to the 2. Byron Talib going to take this one himself, and he's got a crowd there, but he pushes forward, and Byron Talib is going to put us up even more now, as it's going to be 28-9 over the Auburn Tigers. 3rd down and 3 for Auburn, and they are going to drop back. 4-man rush for the Piranhas, throwing it quickly, and it is going to be knocked free nicely by Johnny Whitaker. 4th down and 3 for Auburn. And they are going to try a read option. The space is there, and he's going to make it work as Johnny Whitaker has to bring him down. 3rd down and 5 for Auburn. Double stack look from them, and they are going to do a read option out of it, and he has no space to move, but he does push forward for 4, so he had made some space. 4th down and 1 for Auburn. We're really crowding the box here. They're going to pass out of it, and there's nobody there, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to get off the field. Elijah Addison getting this carry. He's getting around the edge, and they're going to stop him just before he gets a 1st down. Throwing it quickly on the hitch route, but he is going to make that catch. I thought it might have been dropped, but Clayton Toon has it stick to his hands. Elijah Addison's got some space up the middle, and he's going to get 8 yards out of it. Elijah Addison is going to cut back, way back, and he's going to make his own space there. Byron Talib throwing this one outside to an open man. They just left Kelvin Penn open. Elijah Addison is going to be met by a couple guys, but he can't quite get past the 1st down marker. At the 2-minute warning near the end of this game, it's 3rd down and inches for the Piranhas. We're going to go with an RPO, and it's going to be an out route, and it is perfectly placed by Byron Talib into the hands of Dwayne Mentor, who's going to score that touchdown, and we are going to go up 35-9 against Auburn. So Auburn was able to tack on a touchdown at the end there, but it was too little too late as we got the 35-16 victory over Auburn on a very, very important road game for us. And the main difference in this game before they scored that last-minute touchdown was that our offense was able to score touchdowns, and for the most part our defense was able to hold them to field goals. So that proved to be the winning strategy in this one for the Peteytown Piranhas, and we're going to go into our next game with some confidence. Our offense was able to get 398 yards to Auburn's 331, and we ran for 159 yards and 2 touchdowns while they had 108. The passing games were pretty similar in production as we just outgained them 239 to their 223, and they were 3 of 11 on 3rd down while we were 7 of 9. Byron Talib had himself a very nice day as he had 239 for 3 touchdowns and no picks, and he wasn't sacked at all. Elijah Addison continues his outings with 100-plus yards as he had 23 carries, 110 yards, and a touchdown, while Byron Talib added 5 for 36 and a touchdown. Dwayne Mentor was our leading receiver as he had 5 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown, while Max Martino had 7 for 54 and a touchdown. And scroll down here, and we can't forget Kelvin Penn getting himself a touchdown. Enrique Moultrie led us with 10 tackles in this one, with 2 of them for a loss. Our only sack in this one was by Raymond Willies. Some more players are joining the Peteytown Piranhas as left guard Kevin Miner will be joining us. Along with Kevin this week will be 5-star right edge Byron Aziki. And we got a halfback with Steve Sharp. The more the merrier as wide receiver Salisi Tavasu has joined the team. So now that we know Max Martino is in the Heisman Trophy race, we wanted to see where he stands, and he's currently 2nd, and he's behind Penn State's quarterback, but it's going to be kind of tough to overcome him because he's got 0 interceptions so far this season, so that's really helping him. He's also got 7 rushing touchdowns, so they really weigh that heavily in the Heisman Trophy race when the quarterbacks can get rushing touchdowns. Now it's time for a number 2 versus number 6 at a conference matchup against UCLA as they come to the Piranha Tank with their 87 overall and 7-2 record. Byron Talib taking this one, and he's going to fit through there, and Byron Talib is around the edge, and he is trying to break free, but eventually they bring him down, but not after a 39-yard run from Byron Talib. After the huge Byron Talib run, it's 3rd down and 3 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron dropping back, throwing it, and it's going to be the slant to Dwayne Mentor to get us to the 16. Byron Talib running up the middle, nobody is there, and Byron Talib is going to get into the end zone, so he has a huge explosive carry on this drive, and then he finishes it off by himself to put us up 7-0. After the Byron Talib score, we got off the field on a 3-and-out on defense, so we're back out on offense, and Elijah Addison's making some moves to get it to 3rd and short. 3rd down and 2 for the Peteytown Piranhas, spreading them out here. Byron Talib is going to drop back, and he's going to throw one softly over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Andre Dimukeji. As we're on their side of the field, I'm kind of reflecting. It feels like we've had a lot of rain games this year, but we are going to really like it if it keeps going like that for Elijah Addison. So runs like that, keep the rain games coming. Byron Talib is going to get sacked as their guy brings a huge rush on him. Just didn't see that their man was rushing there. And Kenyon Tompkins, their Sam linebacker, will get his 10th sack on the season. Don't know why I'm relaying their stats, but there it is. Read option for Byron Talib, and he's going to get a chunk of that sack yardage back as it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd down and 8 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to drop back. He's going to throw a deep one. We got a little separation, and it is going to be caught in the end zone on a jump ball from Andre Dimukeji. He had a step on the receiver, but with the high throw, their defender was able to catch up to it to make a contested catch, but Andre Dimukeji had all the concentration in the world to bring that one in, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 14-0 after that sensational play. Play action, UCLA firing one to an open receiver who beat Johnny Whitaker to the middle of the field. Trying to reverse here, and that's going to get blown up way back there by Raymond Willies. 3rd down and 12 for UCLA. And they are going to drop back as we bring 4. We get immediate pressure as Ross Moore beat his man nicely with a swim move, it looked like. And we are going to get them off the field. And Max Martino's going to get this one. He gets the block as he's going to be racing down the sideline and gets it all the way to the 45-yard line. Elijah Addison getting a carry. He goes around the blocks and tries a spin move for 9 yards. 3rd down and 1. We're bringing out a heavy single back look here. And we are going to hand it off to Elijah. He gets through, and he's through even further as he's going to get all the way to the end zone. Peteytown Piranhas offensive line doing work there. Elijah Addison found the hole and ran right through it, and UCLA just didn't realize what was happening until he was several yards down the field, and Elijah Addison is going to put us up 21-0. UCLA firing over the middle, and somehow we found the soft spot in our zone coverage. Over the middle again, they're going to get around our defense, and they're going to be on our side of the 50 at the 40-yard line. On a play action off the draw, they're going to hit a dig route there, and that's going to get them a nice chunk of change. 3rd down and 8 for UCLA. They have an empty look out here. They're going to drop back. And he is not going to, he's going to roll around the pass rush, and he's going to get it out of bounds before we can get him down. 36-yard kick for UCLA. He's going to put this one up, and it is good. So UCLA's got points on the board as it's going to be 21-3. 3rd down and 3 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib dropping back, throwing it outside. Max Martino is able to hold on to it despite the sticky coverage from UCLA. Pop pass to Max Martino, and UCLA read it, so I've had some instances in the past where that pop pass has just been undercut by defenders, and Byron Talib, instead of trying to maybe lob it to him, is just throwing darts, and UCLA is the latest in a line of teams that have been able to pick that pass off. Over the middle, and it's almost going to be knocked down, but their man makes a leaping grab. Play action, and he almost got that pass knocked down again, but it'll be for a first down. Over the middle off an RPO slant, and he's going to get it all the way into the 5. Trying to lob out there, and we're going to get the interception. Oh my goodness, what a play. Bobby Younger just tried to swat it down safely, but Johnny Whitaker was having none of it as he made a sensational diving effort for the interception there, and we are going to prevent UCLA from putting points on the board after our own interception. And now we're going to get a post off the RPO, and that's going to give us a nice chunk. 3rd and 5 for the Piranhas from the 42-yard line. Byron Talib is sending our man in motion as he comes to this side of the field. Byron throwing outside, and it's going to be caught by Clayton Toon for the first down. 3rd down and 8 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib dropping back, throwing it, and it's going to be caught by Max Martino despite the big hit. Max Martino to the outside. He's going to get around their defender and get it into their red zone. 3rd down and 4 for the Peteytown Piranhas. 5 guys out there. And Byron Talib throwing it quickly. Max Martino's got the first down and gets it to the 5. Byron throwing another quick one, and it's going to get Max Martino open in the end zone, and our Heisman candidate gets himself a touchdown, and we're going to go up 28-3 as we execute that end-of-half drive very well, and just incredible effort from the Piranhas in this first half in this big matchup against UCLA.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right.
Throwing it to the outside, and it is intercepted by the Peteytown Piranhas, and that's how the first half is going to end here. Just incredible effort by our defense and our offense in that half. Max Martino putting up his numbers, and we're going to be feeling good to try to close out the rest of this game. As we begin the second half, just wanted to note that it was Johnny Whitaker getting that interception at the end of the half, so that'll be his second of the game, as UCLA is going to get a screen out here to start the half with a 6-yard gain. Play action, UCLA throwing outside, and their man is going to get the catch, and he's going to get it to the 43. Little delayed run, and it's going to be delayed a little too long as Enrique Moultrie and friends bring him down for a loss. 3rd down and 12 for the Bruins, and they are going to drop back, looking for something to get open. He throws it underneath to his back, and we are all over it, and we are going to force the punt. Elijah Addison, plenty of room up the middle as he breaks free a little bit, but their safeties are able to bring him down, but not before he gets to the 46. Couple runs only get us 2 as it's 3rd down and 8 for the Piranhas near midfield, sending Max Martino in motion. Byron Talib is going to just throw this one to Jamal Tavares over the middle. He's going to make the catch to move the sticks. 3rd down and 5 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib going to drop back, and he's waiting patiently for a man to get open, and he wasn't really open, but Dwayne Mentor is going to make the catch anyway. Throwing a quick one, and it's going to be Max Martino getting into the window for Byron Talib. 3rd and 3 for the Piranhas from the 3-yard line. And Byron Talib dropping back a little more. Throwing one to the end zone, but it's knocked away by UCLA nicely as we try to find Isaiah Matlock. 20-yard kick here for Josh Grudadaria. He's going to put this one up, and it is straight on through. So the Peteytown Piranhas are going to take the 31-3 lead over UCLA. Read option as he gets around the edge, and Raymond Willie's trying to chase him down, but instead it's going to be Johnny Whitaker on the tackle. Big blitz from the Piranhas as we hit their quarterback, but he still delivers in the face of that pressure. 3rd down and 5 for UCLA. And they are going to try a handoff, and we had a guy there, but he just hit off his back, and he's going to get it into our territory. 3rd and 2 for UCLA, trying a running play, and they are not going to get the first down. 4th down and inches for the Bruins. A lot of guys in the box here, and they're going to try to run for it, but they are not going to get it. And the Peteytown Piranhas are going to turn them over on downs. 3rd down and 9 for the Piranhas, throwing a bubble screen out there, and that's not going to go anywhere. We're going to punt this one away. And with where we're at with the score and time of this game, I was going to see what the starters do there, but Quick drive for them, and I'm just going to bring in the backups now. So the backups did not slow down the scoring as we get this win 48-3 over UCLA. And the Peteytown Piranhas are really looking strong at the end of this season. And we're going to be going on a bye and then be taking on Texas to try to exercise some demons there. But really can't complain about anything in this one from the Peteytown Piranhas. For the numbers against UCLA, we outgained them by over 200 yards as we had 464 to their 232. And we had 216 of those yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns, and they had 6 total. Passing-wise, things were a little closer, but we still outgained them 248 to 226, and we were 12 of 15 on third down while they were 1 of 9. And we had that 1 interception off the pop pass from Byron Talib, but our defense was able to force 4 turnovers on UCLA, with a couple of them coming with the backups. Byron Talib put up 224 with 2 touchdowns and that pick, and he was sacked once. Elijah Addison had himself 12 carries for 115 yards and a touchdown, while Byron Talib started off hot on the ground and finished with 7 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. And then you had Lee O'Haleti coming in with the backups and getting a scramble for a touchdown. Max Martino finished with 11 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown, while Andre Dimukeji had 6 for 78 and that nice jump ball touchdown. 4 guys with 8 tackles today, as a bunch of guys were involved with Johnny Whitaker, Enrique Moultrie, Bobby Younger, and Artis Rousseau. Danny Gage got himself 1.5 sacks with the backups, while we had 1 each from Ross Moore and Vernon Hicks. Then Artis Rousseau also had half a sack. Johnny Whitaker was the man on the spot with those interceptions, as he had that beautiful one in the end zone and then the one to end the half. Our backups also forced 2 fumbles, as Danny Gage got one and Artis Rousseau got the other. And then we had a fumble recovery by Vernon Hicks that he returned 21 yards for a touchdown, and the other one was recovered by Juan Ivey. And Josh Grudadaria hit his only 2 field goal attempts on the day with a long of 53 yards. Taking a peek at the recruiting board on our bye week, the rest of the board is just 3 stars that we're hoping to sign for depth on the team. So you got Tyler Rios and then a couple of cornerbacks with Tyrone Friend and Josh Linder, and they both have hard sells working right now. Then you got right tackle Dexter Eisen, and then 2 halfbacks with Lee Prince and Javier Culp, and then an athlete, Raleek Thompson, who would be projected as an offensive lineman, but could move around in different places if we need to. And we will have a punter next season, as Tyler Rios has signed with us. As we enter the Texas game week, we have Max Martino still trailing Penn State's quarterback for the Heisman Trophy, and he still hasn't thrown an interception, so if that continues, unfortunately I can't see Max overtaking him for that. And before heading into our game against Texas, one last look at the SEC standings. We're still on top and undefeated, and same with Alabama. And really, we control our own destiny, so don't want to leave it up to the fates here. So if we can take care of business, we'll find ourselves in our first SEC championship game. Now it's time to go into the house of horrors that is Texas Memorial Stadium for us, and they are struggling this season at 6-5, but don't let that fool you, as they're a 97 overall team, and they're going to do anything they can to disrupt our season and really to give themselves a guarantee at a bowl game. So this is a dangerous team for us to be facing here, so we got to really bring our A game. Byron Talib looking to throw here. He's going to throw it over the middle, trying to hit Andre Dimukeji, and that is going to be an interception for Texas, and they're going to have it on our 33-yard line. They're down in 3 for Texas, and he's pointing out some things to his guys. He's sending a man in motion, and going to drop back, throw it quickly over the middle, and he's got his man, and they're going to get it inside of our 10. Play action for Texas. He's got a lane to run through if he wants to, and he's going to take that, and Texas is going to go up on top 7-0, cashing in on the interception from Byron Talib, and now we're going to have to fight our way back and try to exercise the demons, because they're probably creeping up in the back of our heads right now. After Texas gets their touchdown, they force our offense off the field on a 3-and-out. They're starting this one with a short completion to their man, and that's going to be for a first down. to the outside with their running back. He's going to get around the edge and run down the sideline, and he's going to get all the way to the 33. Quarterback looking for something, but he is going to be sacked as Raymond Willies and Ross Moore get back there for a 5-yard loss. And another sack incoming as we're going to get in there, this time with Derek Burr and Connor Stevens to push him back even further. 3rd down and 22 for Texas here. And they are going to drop back. We send some guys, and he is going to step up, look for something. He's going to scramble, and he's going to dive down safely. That scramble is going to make it a bit of an easier field goal here for their kicker, as he's going to put this one up. And it is going to be good. So Texas is going to go up 10-0 in this ball game, and we're going to see if we can get something going on offense. Elijah Addison going to take this one up the middle, and he's got a nice gain to start out this drive. Elijah Addison's got a big hole up the middle, and he's going to get it into their territory as our offense is waking up. 3rd down and 3 for the Peteytown Piranhas as they're loading the line here. And Byron is going to drop back, throw it out to Max Martino, and he makes the catch right in front of their defender. Byron Talib facing some pressure, throwing one, and it's going to be to an open Andre Dumukeji, as that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Byron Talib throwing out to Max Martino, and Max Martino is going to get into the end zone for the Peteytown Piranhas. So after a slow start to the game for the offense, they come alive here, and it's going to be a 10-7 game. Play action for Texas. He's got all the time he could want. He's going to launch a deep ball here, and it's going to be over our zones as Texas is going to strike for a super long touchdown here. Just beat our coverage, got behind our coverage, and Texas is going to reestablish their 10-point lead at 17-7. Throwing the slant, and it's going to be Clayton Toon, but he's going to fumble, and Texas recovers it. And we're going to have to take a look at that one to see if it was actually a fumble. Petey Previtt throws the challenge flag here, and it looks clear like that Clayton Toon was down there before that ball came out. Knee hits, and then the ball starts coming out, so Peteytown should get this one back. The refs agreed with Petey Previtt, but we're still on a 3rd down and 6 that we got to convert. And Byron Talib is going to throw this one, and it's going to be an open man. Clayton Toon getting a big chunk play there. Off the RPO, Byron Talib just floats it out there, and Texas is going to intercept it, and they are going to take over. So after we avoided the scare on the fumble, Byron Talib decides that he's just going to give it back to Texas anyway, and they got 2 footballs on that turnover sword now. And Lee Pisagnan is going to get the sack there on Texas for a 6-yard loss to give us some confidence back after that interception. 3rd down and 10 for Texas. And they're going to drop back with a blitz coming, and we are going to hit them and cause the ball to go errantly, and we are going to survive after that interception from Byron Talib. Max Martino going to make this catch and get around the edge, and Max Martino is down to the 29. And we're going to shovel it out there to Kelvin Penn, and that's going to work out for us for the 1st down. Elijah Addison getting some nice blocks up the middle there, and he's going to get pushed forward to the 44. And this time they're going to meet Elijah Addison 3 yards behind the line. Throwing the slant, Clayton Toon gets past the defender for a 9-yard gain, or for a 12-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 for the Peteytown Piranhas. 3 guys to the right on this formation, and sending a man in motion. And Byron is going to throw it quickly, and Andre Dumukeji, instead of getting the ball ripped out, breaks off of that tackle to get to the 25. Byron Talib throwing the slant out there for the 1st down for Clayton Toon. 3rd down and 4 for the Piranhas inside the Texas 10-yard line. Sending Jamal in motion to the other side. And Byron is looking for something, throws it into the end zone, and it is going to be caught in between Texas defenders by Dwayne Mentor. What a great grab by him, showing great focus there. And Peteytown Piranhas are going to pull within a field goal of Texas. 3rd down and 1 for Texas here. And they are going to go with the outside run. And Enrique Moultrie is going to make the play in the backfield. What a great tackle by him and good pursuit. Texas is able to stop our offense, so they're out here with a chance to do something. And they're going to throw it outside and get a completion. Hand off to their back. He's going to get around the edge and get a very big play here all the way down to the 28. Throwing it short to his man, and he is going to get the first down. Sending a blitz are the Piranhas, and it's going to work out very nicely as Lee Pisagnan gets in there for the sack. Third down and 12 for Texas. 1 timeout left, and they got 21 seconds on the clock. And we're sending a blitz again. They pick it up, they throw it over the middle, but their man drops it. 37-yard attempt here for the Longhorns on the field goal. Their kicker is going to put this one up, and it is going to be good. So Texas is going to take a 6-point lead near the end of the first half, as it's going to be 20-14. Play action, throwing to the outside. His man is open, and they are going to get a first down as they're going to start this second half with a nice completion. Trying an RPO, and they have their man on a slot fade, and he has green grass, and he's finally brought down by Jadarius Fattencoon. Throwing short to their man, and he is stopped just before he gets in there by Johnny Whitaker. Heavy I formation for Texas, and they're going to get a run up the middle, but we're going to be able to stuff it. Third down and goal for the Longhorns from the 2-yard line. And they are going to go with a handoff, and there is absolutely no room for their back to get through. Trying a short hash mark field goal here is Texas, and they're going to put this kick up, and it is going to go through as they take the 9-point lead. And I'm going to come in to try and help our Peteytown Piranhas. Starting with a run with Elijah Addison. Gets a little mucked up, but we get 5 yards out of it. Third down and 6 for the Piranhas. Seeing if we can get Dwayne Mentor underneath with a slot. And he is going to get it to 4th and 1. 4th and 1. See if we can get a little toss out for Elijah Addison. And he is going to run this one, spin move, and he's going to get free. And Elijah Addison is pulling away here on the touchdown. And the Peteytown Piranhas are going to pull within 2 points of the Texas Longhorns. So maybe a little risky where we were at on the field, but 4th and 1, I just can't let that opportunity pass us by. And the toss play ended up being the right call. I mean, their guy was out there maybe to looking to make a play, but we were able to beat him with the spin move, and that's going to be a long touchdown run for Elijah Addison. Throwing it out to their tight end, and he's going to stiff arm us on his way to the first down. Third down and 3 for the Longhorns as they come out in an empty formation. And their quarterback is going to drop back. Throwing it quick out there, and his man makes the catch. He reaches for it, but he does not get it as we're going to make the stop. Up the middle, Elijah Addison makes a nice cut and cuts it up again, and he's going to get the first down. Read option, Byron Talib is going to get around the edge. He cuts up, and Byron Talib has some space until a guy gets in front of his face, but he's going to get it into their territory. Over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Dwayne Mentor for 9 yards. Byron Talib throwing to the outside, and it is going to be caught by Dwayne Mentor nicely. Third down and 5 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib pointing out some things to the boys. He's going to drop back, throw it out to Max Martino, who is wide open, and he gets it inside the 10-yard line. Same play again, and it is going to work again, as this time it's going to be in the end zone for Max Martino for another one for him today. And for the first time all game, the Peteytown Piranhas are going to be on top as we're going to lead 28-3 with just over 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Draw up the middle, and that was a very nice delay from them, and that's going to get them 9 yards. Third down and 1 for the Texas Longhorns, and they're in a pistol here. They're going to send their man in motion, and they're going to hand it off up the middle, and we had some guys there, but he just pushes forward enough. Throwing it quickly to their man. He breaks off a tackle off the RPO for 9 yards. Quarterback sneak time for Texas as they're going to set that up. And no, it's going to be a handoff to their man instead, and that was a good play call as it got them a lot of room to work with. RPO again, and it's going to be intercepted by the Peteytown Piranhas. We were all over that one as we were pushing their guys back, and Johnny Whitaker is going to be the one to make the huge interception for the Peteytown Piranhas. What an unbelievable play, and going back to last game, he had a couple of interceptions, so he's been a real ball hawk for us recently. Johnny Whitaker with a huge play there. Just look at that. Just reached out at the last possible second to grab that one. Starting this off with an RPO to Max Martino for the first down. Again on the drag, this time it's Max Martino, and he's going to push forward for the first down. 3rd down and 4 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib dropping back. He's got Max Martino open, and Max Martino is in the end zone again for the Peteytown Piranhas, and we're going to go up 2 scores on the Texas Longhorns. What an incredible run here from the Peteytown Piranhas. Max Martino showing his Heisman bona fides right now, and the Peteytown Piranhas are looking good right now. After the latest Max Martino score, it's 3rd and 8 for Texas. He's going to try a deep ball here, and it is going to be knocked away and falls innocently to the ground. 4th down and 8 for Texas. Just about 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Empty backfield, except for their quarterback, of course. Throws it over the middle, and he is going to get enough for the first down. 3rd down and 4 for Texas. And he's dropping back, throwing it over the middle to an open man, and he's going to get past the sticks. Pushing forward, and we are going to get the sack. That's Ben Schroeder coming in there to get that one. 3rd down and 15 for Texas. And they are going to drop back, looking for something. Pressure coming in. Derek Burr bringing him down. And that's going to be a 7-yard loss to put him on 4th and forever. 4th down and 22 for Texas. Under 3 minutes left in this game. He gets hit as he throws, and that one's going to be incomplete. And the Peteytown Piranhas are going to turn them over on downs. And we're going to get a nice run for Elijah Addison, and now Texas has to start taking some timeouts. Byron Talib looking. He's going to throw it over to Elijah Addison, and he's got enough for the first down. 3rd down and 7. Just got to be smart here if you're the Piranhas. Don't want to give them any hope at all in this one. We're just going to smartly go up the middle with Elijah Addison. He's got the first down we need as we get down to the 2-yard line, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to kneel this one out with Byron Talib as the clock runs down. And there is the knee, and the clock should be running out. I don't know why it's being weird. Byron Talib is going to kneel on this one, and the clock is going to run out, and the Peteytown Piranhas exercise those demons against the Texas Longhorns here in Texas Memorial Stadium as we get the 35-23 victory over them. And you know, it wasn't looking good. I was very frustrated with how we started this one, but the guys banded together and really took this one home and took it to them there in the second half. Max Martino was huge for us as usual, and Peteytown Piranhas are going to have an undefeated regular season, and they have clinched a berth in the SEC championship game. Very proud of the comeback from the Peteytown Piranhas in this one, especially that 21-3 second half. That really helped us put it away. And we did it with 445 yards on offense to Texas's 343. And we had 198 yards rushing and a touchdown, while they had 60 yards and a touchdown on the ground. They outgained us through the air with 283 yards to our 247, while they were 3 of 11 on 3rd down, and we were 9 of 13. We did lose the turnover battle in this one, but that Johnny Whitaker interception was huge for us as it prevented any kind of comeback attempt from them. Byron Talib started this game really rough, but then he really got it together as he finished with 247 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 picks, and he wasn't sacked today. Elijah Addison with an absolutely huge game today with 21 carries and 170 yards and that one touchdown that I was able to get with him. Max Martino was absolutely humongous for us as he had 10 catches, 77 yards, and 3 touchdowns, while Clayton Tune had 6 for 55, and Dwayne Mentor had 7 for 44 and that big touchdown in the back of the end zone. Bobby Younger was out there leading us in tackles with 9. Another big part of this win for us was the pass rush, as Lee Pisagnan led us with 2 sacks, and we got 1 each from Derek Burr and Ben Schroeder. Then we had half a sack each from Connor Stevens, Raymond Willies, Ross Moore, and Vernon Hicks. And we also touched on that interception from Johnny Whitaker, just a huge play. Adding some depth to our cornerback room as Tyrone Friend has joined us. And joining Tyrone this week will be right tackle Dexter Eisen. And Alabama must have lost because our opponent in the SEC championship will be Tennessee. Petey Previtt was able to level up after our win against Texas, so I'm going to go down the receiver pathway now in Talent Developer and get this Tier 1 ability. So the Peteytown Piranhas managed to survive that last 3-game stretch of the regular season to make it to the SEC championship game against the Tennessee Volunteers. That game will take place in the next episode, along with some postseason action as well. I'll see you guys in the next video.